Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Now this is gonna be weird. We've pretty much finished up this palace, but there's one loose end, and that is the final will seed. I've left that until this part, and actually I should probably warp to the one that was near that second mott, even though we're not supposed to know that it's mott yet, but anyway. Yeah, Chamber of Sanctuary East, I think it is, because that would be closest to where the will seed is. And so in this part, I'm going to be heading out and getting that will seed, finishing up the end cutscenes for this palace, and then doing my nighttime activities for the 26th because I'm able to do that now thanks to Kawakami rank 10. So you might be able to notice a plank there that looks like it could be kicked down. Firstly though, we'll, I almost said hook shot, we'll grapple up here, and head on over to these parts of the floor that I didn't go to before.
This is what thievery is about.
This is what thievery is about. You can get more money. In fact, I've never actually shown this before, so say that I wanted to specifically see Yusuke's chest opening anime. Actually, wait, no, it's a regular chest, it's not a locked chest, so I don't even, not even able to do that. I have to rearrange my party soon anyway, though. But, okay. Let's hop across this head, and here, and as you can see, we can kick this down now to get up here more easily. And we also have a grapple point, and there it is. There is the final will seed guardian. And for this one, you really, really want Arn. So let's see here. Arn, Morgana, Makoto might be not a bad party for this, because I may be able to show off wind technical, unless this thing repels wind, which I wouldn't be surprised if it did. No it doesn't, okay, that's fine. So I might be able to get burn and then technical off with Morgana. Oh, I haven't actually shown off Makoto's alluring belt quote yet. I kind of wanted to. I haven't shown off Morgana's either. Suppose I can do those in mementos later on if I need to, but I suppose we can do this for the moment. Oh, I was going to have some fun with this, and then I realized that Shock's not going to be great against this boss because, this boss repels both physical and gun. I will be able to get nuclear technical off of Shock, though. Stupid thieves, to think you actually come here. You'll not pass here, you'll die. Blah, 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 never again see the light of day, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this is actually a new enemy in Royal. This persona, Alila, was not in the base game. Decadent False God. It's weak to fire, repels both physical and gun, and it nulls Psi. So at least Shock Nuclear will work. I'm not going to eat my words there, but first let's go. I guess we can afford to do Vault Guardian. Yeah, I don't even, like, I'm not anywhere close to needing to dip into SP reserves here, but that's probably due to the SP adhesives. Oh, right, that's a reason why you maybe don't want Arn here.
Next up.
Also, this is actually one of the first shadows to use the, what I like to call the crone voice type. It's one of my favorite voice types in the game, and it's a shame you don't hear it that often. No Shock, okay then. Oh, well, I guess I can show off the quote here.
I can take him.
And now we can Agilao for this, and I want to baton pass back to Joker, and, yeah, this thing is pretty bulky, and also, you know, you can't really use the whole Yusuke Giant Slice strategy unless you freeze it. Which you can't even do, since it drains ice. So, yeah, this is pretty much going to be entirely about magic. Let's go Thermopylae. I probably should heal Makoto, but I really want to get this set up. The sound effect of that is so satisfying as well, I just love it. Oh, but hey, Morgana can finally show his chops as a dedicated healer. Haven't really needed to do that with Morgana that often because I usually kill things quickly, so this will be the first time. Triple down. That's a pretty strong skill. It's a gun attack that hits 3 times. It's kind of technically the strongest gun skill in the game. I do have things with fire. So I could go for some baton passing here.
That was incredible, Joker.
Who's
Let's
next?
see, okay, we've got Makoto going next, so probably okay if we...
Panther's ready to pounce.
That's probably going to be doing more damage than fire.
Follow my lead. This is how I really feel. Oh, thanks. You have such good taste.
Yeah, that's another one of the unique voice clips for this one. So we didn't get to see a lot of them in Kanashiro's Palace, we're seeing more of them here. Yeah, showtimes are definitely on the powerful side. Sometimes I feel bad for relying on them.
Thank you.
That was a very big meow from my cat there.
Hit confirmed. You got their weakness, Panther.
Going next though, can I Palimpa you? Oh wait, no, you're burning. So I could have Garodine you for technical. Oh hey, her armor actually proved useful there. I didn't think it would, but that's kind of cool. Okay, then I guess I can, if I have anything with wind, which I do, I can show wind's technical. There we go. Is this going to finish it, or is it going to knock down? That's going to finish it. So not a completely trivial fight, especially if it ends up freezing you with Bufudine. And if Arn gets a weakness targeted, that's actually where Taunting Aura can be useful. Also, only Makoto hit level 33. How's everyone else doing experience-wise? Arn's actually quite far off, as well as Yusuke. Yeah, in fact, I might be fighting some things before the boss fight in this dungeon as well, for reasons, so I'm probably fine on levels for now. Is the last one always blue? I keep forgetting. And some SP restoration we don't need. And so from this, we're going to get the Crystal of Wrath, which I forget about the Crystal, but I know that the Ring of Wrath is, in my opinion, the most disappointing of all of the Will Seed rewards.
Another Will Seed. And it looks like that's the last one, too.
The 5th Palace's Will Seed reward definitely makes up for it, though. But right now, Crystal of Wrath, yeah, all it gives you is Oro Tsukukaja, which means that Ida 10's belt is actually objectively better. And it's available probably a lot more easily, too. No one actually has Ida 10's belt on right now, and I probably need to fix that.
Feel it.
No one may pass. Never allowed. Cold, red, it's all over. This is the end. If someone passes, I get in trouble. Must protect. Don't want bad guys, right? I stand guard. I stand here. Electricity, important. Life of machines. I told you so. Why didn't you listen? Awful child. I told you so. Why didn't you listen? Awful child.
Show me your true form.
Look, there's a rare one.
Okay, that's kind of a good thing that I happen to do this fight.
Showtime.
So that's more fusion fodder.
Not bad.
But it seems like the regular shadows have the same quotes as the red shadows, and I have never tried listening to the shadow quotes in Futaba's Palace before, and they're really fascinating. Especially for the fact that this is the first palace where the shadows aren't really actively malicious or evil. They're really just Futaba's mental white blood cells trying to protect her from threats. But some of the things they say also seem to be fragmented memories of Futaba and her mother, and also, like, the whole thing about Cold Red. That's possibly the death itself, which is really dark. Yeah, definitely some of the most interesting shadow quotes so far. But now that I've showed all of those, it's finally time to examine the final barrier.
Hey, this ain't opening. Think there's a way to open it somewhere else?
This door... it looks familiar. Oh, Futaba's room! That's it!
Why ain't it opening?
It must be her cognition that no one can enter it.
I'm surprised that you made it this far. Beyond lies the Pharaoh's chamber.
So the treasure's still here?
Indeed. However, you need my permission to open this door.
Then open it for us!
I cannot. You must have her invite you in.
What the F? Ain't this your palace?
What's she mean, Mona? The shadow is Futaba, but not Futaba herself. In other words, we need the real Futaba's permission. So we need to have Futaba-chan open her room and let us in?
Considering that you made it all the way here, you may be able to do it.
I guess we gotta return to reality for now. But I remember Boss saying that she won't let anyone in.
Right. She's a serious shut-in.
How will we convince her to allow us entry?
Standing around here won't help. We'll just have to give it a try. That's what she wants, after all.
I think that we should do it too, even if it means we have to force ourselves in.
Maybe let's not go that far. I mean, we could say we're bringing her food. I'm sure she'd like that. Maybe we can ask Sojiro what her favorite meal is.
Someone sure is stoked about this.
We have no choice but to sneak in again.
And this time, it will not require nudity.
Joker, it's your call when we do this. Make sure you think of some excuses just in case Boss catches us.
We're counting on you, leader.
On that note, is everyone clear on what needs doing?
Oh, that reminds me. Give me the calling card, the one Alibaba sent us.
What are you going to do with it?
We're the Phantom Thieves, you know. We gotta announce this. If the treasure's there when we get the room open, giving this to her will let us take it right away. Queen, help me think of what to write.
I suppose.
We got this covered. You decide on a good time we barge into a room. That's all you.
And that's going to be tomorrow. But we still have quite a lot to do tonight. So we can either go back to the entrance the lazy way, but no, let's run through this place ourselves. I'm going to have to pick up something in the Velvet Room, so it's not completely vital that I grab all the personas I need for the next Daily Life segment, because the next Daily Life segment is going to last until mid-September, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of them in one go. And I'll have a lot more time to access... Okay, that's, different, I think. It looks a little different. Yeah, like now I can see all of those, walls we broke through before. But no, what I was saying is that, I won't be able to, like, have time to get everything, but I'll have a lot more time to access the Velvet Room, at other points. What I want to especially make sure of, though, is that I have Emperor and, Chariot. Because there are going to be a lot of instances during this whole, section where we can invite the two of them, or no, they'll more accurately invite themselves to our room, and hang out and play video games and read books. Oh yeah, by the way...
Know your place. Come inside. We've much to discuss.
Yep, that again. There is another Velvet Room feature that's going to be unlocked, so I might as well show that off too. Yeah, it says something that I forgot this one, although it's still pretty cool.
There you are, inmate. Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the Gallows, used to strengthen persona abilities.
So, funny story about this, when I was first playing the vanilla game, my mother walked in while this line was playing, so probably slightly less awkward than walking on Mara, but still, this is a bit of a weird line to see out of context.
Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself.
Or to my commentary now, because I'm about to explain it.
He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned.
We've unlocked almost all of them now, though.
Work hard for it, inmate.
So okay then, the Gallows. I probably shouldn't have forgotten about this one, because it's actually pretty good. So, strengthen persona.
Power requires sacrifice.
As she says, this is Sacrificial Fusion, which is a feature in some Megami Tensei games, but if you played Persona Q, this works very similarly to how it does there. You choose a persona to strengthen, say Mitra, and then choose another persona.
That will do.
And this sacrifice persona will be lost, but it will bestow experience on the persona to be strengthened. Now, a persona can only be strengthened via the Gallows once per day. However, there's a fun loophole you can use to get around this. If you strengthen a persona with the Gallows, then register it to the compendium immediately, dismiss it, buy it back from the compendium, then you'll be able to use it in the Gallows again. And it will cost money every resummoning, but as long as money permits, you're able to strengthen a persona an unlimited number of times per day. However, the 1 per day limit is not applied during a fusion alarm. Also during an alarm, the personas sacrificed will give more experience. Also, as you can see here, the experience that a persona gets is dependent on the Arcana burst for the strengthened persona. So in this case, I have rank 10 in Temperance, that's what matters. Not my rank in Priestess for the sacrifice.
That will do.
So for example, if I try and say, strengthen Isis and choose to sacrifice Kinky to the Dark Gods.
That enough?
Yeah, it's only Confidant rank 3, so it's not a lot. Also, interestingly, the Gallows was unlocked earlier in the vanilla game, on June 21st.
Is this what you want? A fee is
I'm gonna buy a
required.
low-level
This is your
Temperance
path.
persona just to show something involving the Gallows.
Time for some power requires sacrifice.
If I go Mitra and then sacrifice a Temperance
That
persona,
enough?
there's a 1.5 times bonus for sacrificing a persona of the same Arcana.
That will do.
Sacrificing a Treasure Demon, regardless of Arcana, gives a triple experience multiplier. And if the Treasure Demon is of the same Arcana, it will give 5 times experience. I'm gonna go ahead and just show this, even though it's not really gonna do a whole lot, just to show off the animation. And something else that may occasionally happen during Sacrificial Fusion. I like how its tongue is just lolling around there. But yes, yet another cruel and unusual way to hurt manifestations of yourself in this Velvet Room. So, by Mikami, you shall be fed to the beast. Don't know whether it was the lion head or the snake head that ate it, but whatever. It ate well. Though still not enough for a level up. So yes, the persona target will inherit a random skill from the sacrifice as well. This is dependent on skill inheritance, so anything you normally wouldn't be able to inherit through fusion, it still applies here. But in this case, I don't really want Frey. So yeah, as you can see here, I can't choose Mitra at this point. But if I were to register Mitra to the compendium, delete it, and buy it back, I would be able to do another sacrifice with Mitra. The Gallows is generally how you max out the level and stats of personas, because there is a Thieves' Den award for getting a persona up to 99 in all stats. But you might be wondering, How is that possible when a persona is never going to reach 99 in all stats just by getting to level 99 naturally? Well, that's where Fusion Alarm Gallows comes into play.
Finished for now? Are you finished?
Right. No slacking off.
Hey!
Yeah, it must be incredibly hot, here, but I'm gonna go back into the palace and fight a little bit until I get an alarm.
Three of them, but we're the better team.
Okay, I don't know if we've got a line like that before, but yeah, that's the line for you being significantly stronger than the enemy, so that's actually a good sign.
Tom pass.
Okay, Ryuji hit level 33.
Alright.
Okay, Morgana 33 now too.
Okay.
No alarm though.
Very well. Okay.
There we go. So, alarm Gallows, and this also leads to one of the most disturbing quotes from Caroline.
We're gonna strangle him real tight.
Yes, that's an actual thing that she said. Okay, so Mitra is still unavailable for experience since I already used the Gallows on him earlier today, so I'd have to, you know, resummon him from the compendium to get that, but let me just show this. So also, yeah, you can't choose treasure demons to strengthen because they can't be used in battle. Suppose I can try and give Kinky some more experience. So.
Well, it is what it is.
Okay, that's one of my favorite Justine and Caroline alarm quotes, just I love how passive-aggressive that is. But yeah, normal personas of different arcanas will give a ×2 experience multiplier during an alarm for the Gallows. The same arcana will give ×3, treasure demons will give ×5, and treasure demons of the same arcana will give ×7. So, let's go ahead and do this.
Then let us begin.
Okay, didn't get an accident. Gallows accidents in an alarm are arguably better than the Gallows' normal effects. And I suppose I could show that off if I have a spare persona next time. But yeah, we get a level up here, we get Bad Beat, which has a low chance of Despair, which is not a terrible effect. And again, the song from Persona 5 Strikers that's great. Yeah, it's an okay skill. And also, during an alarm, a persona will inherit randomly 1 to 3 skills from the sacrifice, rather than just 1. Don't think I want Diorama, though. I only got 1 that time. So yeah, might not work as expected. I don't really have anything here that I want to give up to the Gallows, though, so I might just summon something from the compendium. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and summon a treasure demon. So Region is great for Gallows accidents, by the way, because it doesn't actually matter what treasure demon is used for a Gallows accident, only that it is a treasure demon, which means that Region is objectively the best simply because it's the cheapest to summon.
There is an alarm in effect. Today we will hang them more forcefully.
Okay, that one's not nearly as crazy, but okay. So let's see what happens if I choose Setanta here, and then I choose Regents. And yeah, here's the ×7 bonus since it's the same arcana and a treasure demon.
This is how execution will alter your persona.
Actually, no it isn't.
This may be somewhat grisly.
Okay, yeah, no option to skip, so this was an accident. And this is going to use up the alarm, but if you're in Mementos, you can very easily re-trigger an alarm just by insta-killing some weak enemies in the first floors. So what happens when you get a Gallows accident is the recipient doesn't get any experience, but it does gain some randomly allocated stat points. In this case, the persona gets a total of 10 stat points that are distributed into random categories. This is what you want to do late in the game to raise your persona's stats as much as possible. The fact that it doesn't give experience is actually a benefit, since it means that you'll be able to raise your stats as high as you want without hitting the level cap. So the persona will still have room to grow after all of this. Yeah, Gallows accidents are, in my opinion, one of the most useful features of of the fusion alarm. It's generally what I like to end a fusion alarm with, just because those extra stat points are really nice, and as I said, you can just buy Regent from the compendium very cheaply and use it. As for Arcanas going out of this palace, I'm going to take Fortune. I don't strictly need it for the next rank up, but I'm going to want to have it with me just in case. We'll be doing a lot of Fortune soon. I'll be needing Justice as well. And Lovers. It also won't hurt to have Star.
This is your power. I see. A strong persona indeed.
Okay, here is a demonstration of the fact that even though I'm rank 2 in Judgment, Anubis is not getting Arcana Burst, whereas, for example,
Not terrible.
Devil does.
Impressive.
And this isn't because Anubis is higher than my level, because if I try and fuse Thoth,
Looks pretty tough.
I still get the Arcana Burst. So yeah, you don't get Arcana Burst from Sire at all until the story catches up to the interrogation. That's just proof of that. Saving just in case, and now let's head out of the palace.
Well then.
Took Shadow Futaba's request, it's cool that that's mentioned. Bested the Desert Town Bandit. We have become Fire Emblem protagonists. I've seen some people talking about like what the classes of these characters would be in Fire Emblem, and I feel like it's actually pretty clear cut. Joker and Morgana would probably be thieves or rogues or, you know, whatever those promotions are. Fitting that there's also a thief promotion in one game called Trickster. Ryuji would probably be a fighter. Arn would be a mage. Yusuke would be a Myrmidon, and Makoto would probably be a war cleric.
All right.
Given that she uses both fists and healing.
Okay.
You tired? Yes, but we're about to not be tired. Oh wow, that was quick. Oh, and Arn's again took the words out of my mouth. So yes, Ryuji wrote stuff, and then Makoto became I'm gonna say like Grammarly, but I'm only saying that because I've seen so many ads for it. I've never used Grammarly, and I would like to mention this video is in absolutely no way endorsed or sponsored by Grammarly. But yeah, she kind of did that for Ryuji. And then it's been up to him this whole time, so why not?
There you have it. Sounds like a pretty important task got pushed on you.
Everything gets pushed on us. It's the thing of being a silent protagonist.
No point in thinking about it now, though. We have to do it. Once you've made up your mind, just give the order as usual at the hideout.
And as I've said, this one's a little different. You will be going into the palace right after you send the calling card, on the same day. Wait, you could buy a new swimsuit, but you're not a party member to get fan service, so you're not allowed that. Yeah, they left in the first time that time, not like 4 times. 7 on Medjed, concerned about impending cyber attack. Did we check this before? I think we did.
Did you notice?
Yes, I did notice. So, like I said,
Hey!
this video's not over. We actually have quite a few things to do tonight. Oh, and she no longer goes, hi! But yeah, the massage carries over to New Game Plus, and interestingly, the massage does not actually cost any money, even in New Game Plus, when it logically should, because she's still offering the maid service. I don't feel anything. Which is a good thing, right? Oh no, not more force.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of have extracurricular, exercise, kind of. We do sort of sports.
Oh!
By something else, we actually mean a lot of things else. Now, it's not a heat wave at night, which means the first thing we can do is head out and buy drinks. So yeah, case in point, you can buy these now. Actually, I want to check something. Since we've actually called Kawakami for a
Okay.
I don't know why I said moustache instead of massage, but for a massage, are we still allowed to call Kawakami to wash stuff? I wonder.
Hi.
Okay, hey, she can actually do 2 things in one night. That's good to know. Don't think I've ever tried that before. So I am going to feed the plant tonight, but before doing so, and this is what you should do every time you feed the plant from now on, I'm going to be getting a luck reading for kindness first.
Is this?
And now we know which woman we're going to be having trouble with. But yeah, make sure you select get a fortune reading, not verification test, otherwise you'll spend the night ranking up her confidant.
What do you think? Oh.
So they, like, in-universe, they must have restocked these vending machines very quickly.
Tell me.
Uh-oh. Well, now we know this guy is scamming her. What's going on here?
Oh.
Hey, why don't you prove it by showing your sexy photos? I'm sure you had to do a lot of sexy photos when you were getting into the business, right? Right?
Hey.
So yeah, let's feed the plant mega fertilizer. This should be a very big increase to kindness. It's actually a lot more than 3 music notes. That's just the most that can be displayed at one time.
Yes.
Now I actually need to go to Untouchable, unless I already have one of those MRE rations. I already have some, okay, from the home shopping channel. So if you don't have these, you'll need to roll this vending machine until you get one. It is random, but while I'm here, I can sell some stuff. We're almost gonna talk about the bag. Don't worry, that's coming up very soon, but today we're just here to sell. Don't ask where we got these, by the way, and also don't ask why these look like ancient Egyptian artifacts. We're absolutely not a grave robber. We only rob graves in people's minds.
Welcome.
While I'm here, I might as well unload my other clothes. Oh yeah, they sell these now. These are actually pretty good. Yeah, I was saying before how I wish I had a defense lowering item. I can get those. So here, I can get a maximum of 4 of them. Awake incense. I may as well take a couple of those though, because sometimes status ailments can be pretty dangerous, especially in the boss of Futaba's palace. There's also quick spray, but yeah, I like the cleaning spray. Later on, they sell a spray that is essentially debilitate in item form, and it's amazing, but not now. What are you two saying this time? This just reminds me of, like what was it? Was it Otacon who gave that massive rant about pre-ripped jeans in, like, a codec conversation in one of the Metal Gear Solid games? Like, talking about how pre-ripped jeans somehow represent everything that's wrong with society. That was pretty funny.
I have something.
Take a look around.
Actually, can I afford to get some of these things from Stonion? Because Arn would really like Fire Amp right now, and it will eventually be useless because she'll learn it herself. This might also be good for Makoto. I'm splurging a lot, but I can probably afford it. Granted, I'm not going to be going to the palace again for a long time, so maybe I shouldn't have splurged that much, but oh well. Really, the main thing I'll be buying from now on is compendium stuff. So another request. They say Japan makes the best rations. Okay, then that must be why infantry in Advance Wars start with 99, even though only one of those countries is meant to represent Japan. So this one's a book, and if you're concerned with reading all the books, you might not want to miss this one. So this is the MRE ration made possible by Japan's technology. This ration was once considered a feast for soldiers on the battlefield, but now it's in the hands of ordinary civilians. Thank you again. I look forward to another trade. I didn't actually get to see why his son wanted that one. Let me quickly check. Oh, right, she's not here because I requested her. So Kawakami is supposed to be drinking in the bars today. But yeah, obviously she wouldn't be here right now. On the 30th, though, Mr. Hiruta will be here. Because now that I think I've done everything else, it's time to rank up Fortune again. And this one will unlock money reading, I'm pretty sure. So this time we are going to do a verification test. And I have the Stone of Scone, so I get a bonus, which is actually not important this time.
Good evening.
This guy looks kind of like Adachi from Persona 4. Let me guess, this colleague went to several hypnotizing seminars where all of them praise the leader. Able to? What, do you have some kind of arch nemesis serial killer who's gonna threaten to murder your love interest unless you don't get married? That's an actual plot point on Bones, by the way, and it's terrible. Yeah, that's a show that I love to make fun of, plot-wise. But anyway, the actual reason is, oh, right, this! Okay then, president of one of our major business partners offered me his daughter's hand. So this right here, this is something that you might be familiar with if you played Persona 3, because Mitsuru also had this kind of thing happen. This is actually a very common practice in Japan. It's called mukoyoshi. You might be able to find more info if you look that up. See, at least she wants us to help the people here. Bound by the fetters of societal obligation. Who does that remind? Oh wait, every single person we've ever met. How should he move forward? Go for the money, follow his heart, chase a promotion. I think this is a one where the options will just loop until you choose follow his heart. Yeah, it's the pretty obvious choice. What would you say to make him choose his childhood friend? This sounds like a dialogue option that you, Narukami, would have, honestly. She'll be sad if you break it off. Like, this is the most obvious, but here's the thing. Only one of these works, and I believe the conversation does loop until you choose it. It's actually this.
What?
But yeah, that actually motivated him. No points for any of those dialogue choices, though. Already, but it's only rank 3. Obviously, there'll be twists involved in this Confidant then. Yep, this would be money reading, I believe. So yeah, probably should have waited to go into Futaba's palace until the 27th, now that I think about it. But if I did that, I might miss out on some other stuff that I want to do. I'm not sure if money reading will actually help during the boss fight tomorrow. I mean, we're something like that. I mean, we can summon manifestations of our own psyche and fight things and infiltrate people's minds. I mean, we kind of are. That was a weird thing for her to call herself.
Goodbye.
Maybe the fate that she wants changed in the end is her own. Meanwhile, clothing. Arcane robe, old robe, royal holy shroud, old shroud. I think there are different, like, tiers that you can potentially randomly get out of each washing item. Okay, so this is the reason why I wanted to make sure I had Emperor and Chariot personas at all times, because you always get the invites for these the previous night. There's no time to get a persona in the Velvet Room, from the Velvet Room, to get extra points. The reason being is, I don't think this is explicitly like an invite now, but if you try and leave LeBlanc during the daytime, then it'll be evening if you try and go back, so you don't have a chance to switch up your personas before you do these events, basically. Yeah, as he says, don't worry if you already have plans. So basically, they're gonna give us a tutorial on this in a moment. During the summer, Confidant friends will occasionally come to LeBlanc, and if you talk to them, you can get a hangout and get a little bit of points. Yusuke's give Charm, generally, while Ryuji's tend to give Guts. And normally, we would be taking them up on this offer. Yeah, here we go. You can invite them to your room and spend time with them. That will use up the afternoon. It's also torrential rain, which is, yeah, even worse than regular rain. This is Kyogre level rain. If we're down here, we can talk to Yusuke and spend time with him. Again, normally the ACE guy would do that, but today I'm actually going to be sending the calling card. Firstly though, Discovery Town Detectives. Heard the planetarium in Ikebukuro, a place we might be unlocking a little earlier than the guide says, for reasons. I've always liked the name Ikebukuro though. Not really sure why. And also Destinyland in My Hummer. A place where you get instant killed by Hummer skills. I don't know. It seems to me like that pundit is lonely because both times he mentioned, "Oh, I'd like, romantic. I'd like to bring a girlfriend there if I had one." But okay, we're going to be calling things for tonight, and tomorrow we're going to be calling things for today. I said tonight because it looks so dark, but it's actually the daytime. Next time, we will be sending the calling card and stealing Futaba's heart. Look forward to that then.